put you in the tripod here. There. Much better. Wait till we see some people on here. Where's everybody? Well, in the meantime, hey guys, good evening, happy Friday, and all that fun stuff. How's everybody doing? There you are. Hello, hello. I don't even have my Jersey Jeff hat on, do I? don't have that. Wow, I don't have any hat on. Hang on. Hang on. That's better. Honey Ann, Ivy, Barb, hello, hello. Hi, Janice. So, I am down in the garage. As you can tell from my picture that I am starting to get things ready for Sunday. Sunday's our first race. So, tonight I was supposed to take Jaden to a sprint car race, but it got rained out. So, it looks like tomorrow night will be the sprint car race. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Carrie. How's it going? Carrie, I had heard about Cody. I feel bad for them. I did send a message. Hopefully, everything turns out well there. That's not fun. Hi, Sharon. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Hi, Kathy. Opening up stuff. Just opening. Uh-oh. The riffraff just flew in.
Hey.
Mary's here.
That's not nice.
Just as I'm opening stuff. This was all free.
Was it?
Well, you know,
Yeah.
sort of ish. Yeah, we need a good luck. Actually, we just need to knock the rust off, as they say. So,
Yeah.
my goal tonight is to work on some of them. Mom, you want to go over there and talk about the cars a minute while I continue my
Sure.
cleaning up?
This is a car right here.
That's a car. Which one is that, Mama?
This is the Light World Formula. I do know
Wow!
this.
Nailed it!
Hello. Oh, we saw that Texas is no longer the...
Yeah. So, that upsets me, but yet, no, I understand.
It's hard. That's what we're talking about. You want things to be different, but then it's nature, and you can't
Right.
change nature. It just is what it is.
I was worried, to be 100% honest, I was worried, I would like to, here's the other thing. Look at my supplies for our animals is building. But I was worried that, you know, he had a little tussle with Chuck yesterday, and I was worried maybe Chuck got one of his little short horns in his eye or something, so I was like feeling really bad. But Tex has no injuries, and I didn't realize Tex was over 9 years old either. That surprised me. But he is a big guy. He is a big guy.
Hi, Carrie. So anyway, this is the car. This is the car this is the Light World Formula. That's the one that
We had to go there, didn't we?
the tire fell off. So
It didn't fall off.
it fell off. It went rolling down the track. It fell off, guys.
Whatever.
So what have you talked about?
I just basically got on. I was saying hello, and then I
Okay.
was unpacking stuff for racing, and
Well, Jeffrey did. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say, and I'm not, so I'm just saying whatever. Jeffrey did get a quote for the fence,
yep.
and
I am waiting on him to respond as to.
yes, Sandy was rolling. Jaden's tires rolling.
So I'm waiting on a response from the guy. If I have to have a machine, because I'm ordered quite a bit. I think I have enough to do the whole front field.
Okay,
You can keep it on
no,
you.
you
They
can
can hear
have,
me.
no, I look scary.
I think I got enough to do the whole front field, maybe even a little extra. So I'm waiting on the guy to find out, one, how he wants paid. cash, check, PayPal ahead of time, which a little nerve wracking, right? Because it's quite a chunk of money. And then, like I said, if I had to have a machine there to offload it or how that works. I never ordered this much material in one shot. So,
and I think you were a little stressed at first.
I still am. I'm not used to that. But we need it, and it needs to happen.
It needs to happen.
So my question is, with all that happening, do we have any kind of idea when, like, I don't know honestly how many, if there is people really interested in coming and doing a cleanup day.
Guys, let me just say, if anybody's interested in like a cleanup day, if you could just
email
us at adventuresoforeojoey@gmail.com.
And we could put that up on when we do StreamYard either Sunday night because it's not going to be till the earliest would be like next weekend, and I don't even know.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, if there's people interested, would love to work around your schedule. If there's not, that's absolutely cool too. We just want to know kind of when to get started.
Yep.
I think. Oh, and this is just. Thank you, Brenda. And this is just a kind of a follow-up. If anybody was on the 7-Eleven this morning, I'm telling them, when we saw Cinco, he showed a picture of Cinco's privates yesterday.
Well, where's your phone at? You took a picture from me yesterday.
It's upstairs.
Well, what's that one?
Oh, that is mine. But anyway, and I'll show you, his little privates looked so miserable and red. But so Jeff had me take a video, which time I said, never in a million years did I think I would be taking a picture of a cow's private parts, but I did.
He's our Cinco.
There, I got him. Just a second, guys. And I apologize if you all don't want to see these. You don't have to look. Like I said, he wants to look. But, see, can you see on there? That's up close and personal. It's not nearly as red because they looked really, really like kind of infected, like to the point like we were really stressed. That's why we made sure to look at them yesterday to make sure that they weren't. There wasn't something, because my thing is, if there was that red, we absolutely have to call the vet. So they're talking about Mother's Day. So.
Well.
Today
was the start of that a little bit.
It was. I came home today, and I Brenda, it's supposed to be closed. I think it may be open, but we don't expect anything else at all. Actually, after getting our pictures, we feel very confident. That's what they're supposed to look like. And yes, once we get Lake Road set up, just let us know. Anybody can come out there and visit.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have some things in the works. Maybe, right?
I don't know.
So, but we don't want to share till we know something definite. So, looks like some exciting things are happening. We're excited, and I've lost all the comments. There they are.
I wanted to know.
Well, come over here and stand for a second. I'm crooked, and this drives me nuts.
I want to know if I'm allowed to still get Tom.
No.
No, seriously.
Seriously. Okay, folks. Should Tom come to live with us?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So I came home. Squirrel here. And he had Royce, God love his heart. He likes to look out the windows. So he kind of bit my curtain rod, and it was kind of falling down, and it was kind of a mess. And the living room was a mess. And I like to come home and, like, when you walk in the door, it not be a disaster. And so he swept, he washed the curtains, he put up a new curtain rod. You cleaned everything, didn't you?
Well, I tried.
And it was very, very, very nice. So that was the beginning of Mother's Day. You did a really good job.
Right.
No. Tom has his own little personality, but his personality and my personality don't go together necessarily.
He's a good boy.
So, Yeah, I think we are, because Jeff keeps saying, well, what about, I'm sorry, we're not going to invite, we're not just going to invite anybody. It's just people that have followed us and, people that will make arrangements to come out. We don't want anybody just dropping by when we're not there. But, once we're there, we make plans, we'd love to have people. Because like I said, this is just as much yours as it is ours. What are you doing?
I told you I had to come down here and work.
Okay, well, he's working. Now I'm upstairs. Because we're racing on Sunday, that kind of...
Sunday.
I like to be organized. I like to be ready to go for the week. So tomorrow is like the get ready for life thing. Tom's an a-hole.
Oh, who said that? Moderators?
Ivy, it's the truth. I don't want a baby female turkey. What do I want? Well, Jeff keeps saying, well, what about? So my theory is let's get our 4 goats. Hey, you're moving the table. Let's get Cinco and a friend for Cinco. Would you please move this? And a friend for Cinco. And then after that, we can regroup and decide. But let's have fencing for them, have a shelter for them. Let's get used to just the whole logistics of how that's going to work. And then if we want to add, we can add. How's that sound? Now, Tom shouldn't be in a freezer. He should just be at Steinmetz.
What?
Somebody said he should just be at Steinmetz Family Farm. I think that's what I said. We just need to start with what we have. And we can have dreams and we can have plans and we can want to do stuff. But we just need to start where we are. Oh, and the dog is barking. Did everybody see Royce's apology video?
No.
He was so bad. You saw Royce's apology video. He's so bad. Now he's upstairs barking.
He never stops.
Yeah, Marcia, and that prayers go a long way. Prayers are why this thing has actually taken place. So prayers are just as important as y'all being there. You planted all your herbs, flowers, and flower seeds today. Hot and tired. It rained here. It was nasty here today. Jeff and Jaden were supposed to go to the races. And
tell him that story.
What about it?
No, I don't think he pays attention sometimes.
Well, come over here and talk for a second. Don't. And first of all, if anybody has boys and has any pointers on how to get through this 12, 13-year-old age, please send them to me.
He's fine.
He's a pain in the butt. Okay, come over here and say what you're going to say.
I forget.
No, you didn't. Hey, everybody. No, if you're going to talk, you need to come over here.
Listen.
What you listening about?
What if you don't get through this night without getting a whooping, girl?
I got some people over here to come down and hunt you down.
Is Alicia one?
I don't think
Alicia's the only one that's. What are you doing?
I was bringing it to you.
All right, I want to say.
That is, we are using the money for the fence. I think it was just.
What?
Somebody said, "How about using the GoFundMe?"
Oh yeah, we have to. It's you don't, man.
What?
Don't hold it there.
Well, then stand up. Oh, sorry, I don't know all these fancy things.
Oh. Give him space. He's a growing boy.
Okay.
So.
Oh no, Jeff, you will not whip our Mary.
Who said that?
Troublemaking.
Carrie says hers is about to turn 14. She got nothing.
Oh my gosh. He's just such a rule follower. And it's me, really. He's being a butthead to me more than you.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Not funny. Not funny one bit. I'm going to whoop it. It's kind of funny.
No, it's not.
Nope, they won't let me whoop you.
No.
So Jaden, and Mary always says, he's listening to everything. Like, I'll make jokes about my health, and are you going to tell him about the pretend? That's later. Nothing. So, last night, Mary and I were talking, and I said, well, even though we got a race Sunday morning, Friday's weather don't look that good, that maybe I could take him up Saturday. That's not the optimal plan, but here's what I'm excited about. Jaden never really asked to go to the races. He's into it, but he's not into it. I would go every week if I could. Like, I just love it. Absolutely love it. And he come up to me, heard me talking about the Outlaws are in town, and he says, Dad, I want to go. I'm like, all right. And he says, when is it? And I said, well, there was one Wednesday night, but the weather didn't look the greatest. Actually, Wednesday was beautiful, but till we got home, it just wouldn't have worked. And it was a school night. So I said, we can go Friday night. And I'll work on the cars all day Saturday, and then we'll race ourselves on Sunday. And he says, all right, all right. So he was excited. But then last evening, Mary and I were talking. I think he was in bed. I don't even know.
He listens to everything.
He listens to everything. And I said, well, if Friday gets rained out, which it did, that would have been tonight. We wouldn't have been sitting here. I'd be talking to you from the track. That we could go Saturday, that it's a rain date. So I told Mary this morning, I said, hey, when you take Jaden to school, you might want to start going down that avenue because the weather does not look good at all. And so she tells him, hey, bud, the weather, there's a chance that it's going to get canceled tonight. He says, that's okay, Mom. They race Saturday too.
So guess where you're going.
So guess where I'm going. I don't want to tell him no. But I think all of this, and I said to Mary, I said, I don't want to let him down because I think all of this is because we're more of a family now than we've been in a long time.
I did not tell you this. When I was picking him up from school, we were talking about the races. I'm like, it's really cool. You want to go, And he's like, Mom, this year Dad has been so much more fun to be with.
Well, see, there you have it. There you have it. So I have, I don't want to let him down. Oh, puberty. I talked about I talked about that. Oh, no. Mary wants no parts of that.
No. No.
Yes. Keisha, that's the way Jaden, and not on his phone, but he's on electronics. That drives me nuts because, I'm 32 and I didn't have electronics. So it drives me crazy that he wants to go in his room and be. I don't get it.
But he's not by himself because he's playing with friends. But
I know.
Still, that's annoying.
And it's the only child. I get all the things, but yeah.
Hey, okay, folks. Now you stay right there because I want you to see the comments.
Okay.
Okay, folks.
Hi, Corinne.
Real quick question, because this is a specimen of health right here. Okay.
Me, yes.
Specimen of health.
Yes. Liar, pants on fire.
Do you all think that it's funny when he grabs the left side of his chest and acts like he's having a heart attack?
I don't.
Yes, you do. Could you all please explain to him what this is not?
Hi, Deb.
It's not a great thing.
All right, moving on. Nobody says anything. No comments about that. They think it's fine. Oh, right.
So, see? It's not funny. Oh, no. Or he's doing something else in his room. No!
Guys, you're going to have me putting up security cameras and everything.
We do limit his time. Stop.
You're not Fred Sanford.
Guys, you want to hear the funny thing is that is my ring. That is a ringtone on my phone. Sanford says. For Jeff. Just for Jeff.
Oh, Sanford.
It's not funny.
Fred Sanford.
It is.
Elizabeth, this is the big one. Oh, that's hysterical. That is funny. That made my night.
Remember the boy who cried wolf?
Yes. Some of it's your fault, though. You remember way back in our dating days, we would go somewhere and I would just enjoy it and be quiet. Mary'd say, "What's wrong? Are you not feeling good?" So the one time she did this, I pretended. You remember that? I pretended like I was passing out. It's so funny.
It's not.
All right, I'll quit it.
funny.
I'm a little tight though. Just. Not funny one bit, Mary Alice. So here's something I need you guys to get on.
My stomach. That's better.
Yes, you keep doing that behind the...
No, I'm fine.
She knows where I sleep, right? What do you say no? Wow.
What do you want?
She actually, a lady coded and they brought her back. Cindy even says it's not funny.
No, it's not. It scares me, especially now that I like you so much more.
Wow.
No, that's just not.
So the truth be known, I am starting the taking care of myself process. I yesterday I adulted, didn't I? A couple times. Does Jaden come to help? No. Simply
help
no. He my problem is does Jaden help on his race car? It's a tough situation because, and a lot of it's my fault because I am kind of behind. Yeah, I was joking around. Absolutely. I'm kind of behind, so I feel like when I'm down here working, I'm always in a hurry.
So you don't have time to show him stuff.
So I don't have time, but he does work. He does help me at the track. Like we grind our tires and do things, and he's learning to do that kind of stuff. So I think this year is going to be the year. I have absolutely got quotes for the fencing. I have a guy that I'm waiting on messages back. I'm pretty much going to go with him. I put in a big order and waiting on his availability and if he wants a check from me or we just have to say I could eat salads. I also it sounds like I need a spanky stick. Absolutely.
Turn this off.
I like answering your questions.
But read them so other people know what
I am. That's just said that, Jeff. Thank you for answering the questions. Absolutely.
Make this thing shut up.
It's what that is. It's her updating cozy. I think
it is her updating cozy, but I don't.
I think she does that every time I'm live. Oh, how do I turn off notifications on this phone without ending the whole thing?
You probably can't.
The new update's terrible.
Next time you can go do not disturb, and it will not do that. I know, he never turned off his notifications.
I have seen the the Outlaws are in Pennsylvania tonight. They were here Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then I think they go up into New York or something. So tonight's when we were going to the Outlaws. So it'll be tomorrow night.
And somebody said something you didn't think about. If they have people are listening with like headphones or whatever on in your notifications, blast them out.
That's a good point. I will do much better with that. I apologize. I don't want to mess with it now because since I had an update on my phone, everything's a little bit different. So
trust but document says suggest. See, pretty much let them ask for payment. Don't just offer it. Because they're not going to deliver it without it.
Well, I just don't want to be shocked, too. If the prices he gave me didn't include tax, then...
Well, just asking for a total price.
That's what he gave me.
Okay.
He gave me a total. Deborah Moser. Watch it, lady.
Deborah saw Oreo this morning and couldn't believe how big he was.
He's sweet.
He is sweet. His mama is so sweet, too. His mama's faster than he is.
Wow. Thank you, Tracy. We're thrilled to have you. Thank you so much. I seen somebody else was talking about, I have it in text.
Okay, does price include delivery and unloading?
That's what I got to find out. It definitely included delivery because that was one of my things.
Hi, Tracy.
I don't know how the unloading, but that was my latest text about unloading, his availability, and how he wants paid. I don't want to just send money.
No.
You
don't send money till you have the...
So let's talk about Chuck and Tex and Waylon while there's more people in here. I've seen it all. I've been watching. So yesterday I seen it, and I'll be 100% honest. I got a little nervous because I didn't want anybody to get gouged in the eye or anything. But I knew Lester had absolutely everything under control. I have no doubts about that ever. But then this morning when Waylon was off doing his own thing, I got concerned that maybe he did get hurt somehow. And I know Lester kept referring to Waylon, but I was worried that maybe Chuck had something to do with it. I'm just thankful that nobody was hurt. And, you know, I feel sad. I feel sad for Tex. I really, really do. But, you know, unfortunately that is,
It's just nature.
it's
But it's
nature, and
hard.
it's hard. It stinks, you know. But here's the thing we all got to realize, us sitting back watching it on here, you know, Lester, Lester has everything under control. I have, confident that he'll do whatever's, I know he will, that he'll do whatever's right for all the animals involved. And, I didn't realize Tex was as old as he was. You know, until Chuck went down there and on all the things, I didn't really watch Lester. I hate to admit that, but it's the God's honest truth. Now I try to watch every day just to see what's going on, and I enjoy his content. I enjoy the properties. I watch Jamie. So, but yeah, I absolutely felt sad for Tex. It made me sad. It absolutely made me sad. But I do understand. I feel like this afternoon's or the noon video, I feel like Tex already calmed down. I seen a video of him laying in the grass, and that's when I knew he absolutely wasn't hurt. Yeah, I was kind of this morning when you know, Lester wanted to get off to go so we could go watch Paw Paw, and when he went over to see Tex, I was kind of like, you know, I just going out and meeting Tex and seeing how he's the big man on campus. It did make me sad. Good afternoon, Rhonda in Nevada.
Oh, so he did calm
He
down.
did calm down, yeah. Chuck is absolutely living like a king.
He is. Oh, Waylon and Chuck are best buddies.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I'm thrilled that Chuck's got buddies. I just hope this. It's like he's a kid. I just hope Chuck's not involved in Chuck's involved in taking over never mind. But that's what I was thinking too. You know, is it possible that Chuck and Tex, you know, were clacking horns and whatnot? Is it possible that at that point Tex got wore out and then Waylon decided, now's my I don't know.
You'll have to research on how that happened.
Yeah, so, but what I do know is that absolutely 1,000% Lester has absolutely everything under control, and whatever he decides to do, I know it's going to be for the best for the animals and for the safety of everyone. So, I seen somebody ask if we were taking
Rose asked
Oreo's mom. Absolutely. I don't know how many know this, but I drove almost to Pittsburgh. We actually bought.
How far for people that aren't?
Yeah, it was about a 3.5 hour drive. So we actually purchased Oreo's mom. So here's how this came about. Oreo's mom was on a farm real close to where we live, like within 20, 30 minutes. And I told that lady, we had bought another goat from that farm that was a baby. And that one I didn't really want to keep for myself, but it was a bottle baby, and the Steinmetz can always use them. So when I went over there, I said, was this one related to, she remembers Oreo. So I said about Oreo's mom, if she's still around. And she said, no, she sold her. I said, do you still have contacts with whoever? And she said, yes. I said, well, if you ever hear of Oreo's mom coming up for sale, I want to know about it. So because Oreo's mom miscarried, I think last summer, they decided, she's 9, they decided to quit breeding her. And at that point, she wasn't producing milk. The farm that she was on was using her for milk. So yeah, I got the notification. Like 2 days later, we went out and picked her up and drove her home, and she will live out her days with us.
She is a sweet girl. And what I'm wondering, because we are going to take who? Oreo, Mama Lightning, Twizzler, and Joey. Those 4. And so, but what we're wondering is, I mean, we took a 9-year-old goat to Jay's, and there are so many goats. I think kind of finding her place and acclimating. So she's in a smaller group if we're going to see even more of her personality, because she is sweet as can be. She is very sweet.
Never say no to a baby goat. Honestly, I don't know if he was serious or not. Jay had said something about Pep. I would take Pep in a heartbeat. Now, here's what we have to understand, and you guys have to understand. If we take Pep's the oldest goat on the farm, I believe. If we take Pep with us, Pep's probably going to pass away on our watch just because of his age. I don't know if I want to put Jaden through that. Absolutely not. No Nubians. No. No. I should never say no, but never say never, but no. They're like potato chips. You can't just have one.
We have 4.
We have 4. What's funny is,
Kathy, I think we're getting excited the closer it gets, like now that we have fence pricing, now that we have some other prospects on the horizon, we're kind of getting very excited.
our picture is grainy.
Are we grainy? Sorry.
What's my percentage on my phone?
I don't know. You do it, because if I do it, I'll end the live and you'll get frustrated with me.
No, I do not want a Nubian. All I think about is putting up with Joelle every day of my life.
Do goats like goldfish and snacks? Yes, they do.
Yeah, yep. And I think the cows do too. Absolutely. Little by little.
Yeah, and it's coming there. We're getting there.
Honestly, guys, I get excited to go out. Well, you're not going to believe this because I hate mowing, but I feel I love going over there and mowing. Like, I just like being over there, right?
Mm-hmm. And the thing about like putting Jaden through it, I think the thing is, he's been through it. I think more. I think initially it was hard. It's never easy, but but still, there's what goat is it? Smoke that he still doesn't know passed away.
Yep.
Because especially ones he loves. So I mean,
it would be hard on him. But oh, Keisha, thank you. We appreciate
we're
you.
gonna have an Amazon wish list.
See you over on Lester tonight for the roundup, Keisha. Listen. The Nubians are cute and whatnot. They are. I absolutely have to admit that. But Joelle is so annoying.
She is. Did you all see? I don't know if anybody watched Jay's 7-Eleven this morning. That he was in the office. And it's like he's created a drive-through for Cinco, because Cinco comes to the window and moves.
Yeah.
And he gives him a muffin.
So you know what I've decided? Whatever whatever we do for a running shit, I'll have to put a window in it. Like if we have it, like in my mind, and I don't have, like I want a tack room. And when I say a tack room, we're not going to have tack in there, but a place we could, like horse stuff, okay. like the ropes and the halters but they call it a tack room. But I would like a dried-in room where we could keep a couple bales, keep like all that stuff that we're starting to accumulate. Maybe keep some meds in there if we need them.
Is that cow in the window?
But if we do that, we're going to have a window because that's where we'll keep our muffins too, right?
Right.
Oh, and I stopped by there. I might have went by there today.
Where's there?
Lake Road. And I seen a black and white cat run across. So we might already have a cat over there. Cool. So.
You lost all your comments.
Oh, comments. Where'd you go?
There.
Keep Pep at the SFF. Okay.
Okay, Marsha, I'm glad your toe is not broken.
Wow.
That's wonderful.
Muffins. Yeah. I personally, at this point, do not want chickens only because, number one, I don't want to have to worry about that just yet. I have some ideas for chickens, but guys, they're very dirty. And the only way I'm going to have chickens is if I can have a completely separate area where they can't get in and, I just don't want them in with the goats and the feed and all that stuff. I'm not saying never, but at this point, no, not until we get situated. My goals are the cows and the goats and get them happy. And then if we can add, that would be great. Mama Rain does love Cinco, and that may be a possibility too. I don't know.
I don't know.
But she's such a great mama. It may be a deal where she'll have to come back and get pregnant, and then because she is a really good mom. Absolutely, take it slow and start out small.
Sometimes I have to be the voice of reason a little bit.
I am absolutely like Lester with the chickens. Once they get big, they're dead to me.
Oh.
I really, what I really do want, and I probably will never have it.
What?
I would love to have an ostrich.
That's never an animal I've ever thought about wanting.
Because now I've watched the videos where he's attacked.
That's the one
Yes, that's the one we dropped the F. But that to me is like I like the assholes, right? Like I like Tom. I want the turkey. I want one of them ostriches.
How about let's just get our crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our happy crew. But
yeah.
Our little guy, Cinco was not the happiest camper last night, was he?
No, but that's just him being a bull.
I know.
And I really yes, they can be dangerous.
If I had a band around my
take Carl. I don't think Lester would give up Carl.
They have a lifespan of 30 to 40 years. Ostriches. We're not leaving Jaden an ostrich. No. No. Will you ever put a pond on the farm?
Ever put a pond?
Yeah.
Is that what somebody said? Are you serious? Are you serious? Somebody, you seen that? You're making that up.
I swear
You're making that up.
I swear.
You're making that up.
No, I swear.
You're making it up.
Somebody said that.
Guys, so.
Will you ever put a pond on the
Oh
farm?
my God, Deborah. Deborah's my favorite tonight. So here's what's funny about a pond. So, as we all think, what if, right? Lester might pay me to take Carl.
Okay, finish the story.
A pond. So lately where I've been working, I've been going to these state parks and stuff. So we get to go through some farmlands and whatnot. And there's like 2 or 3 days in a row. I keep seeing ponds, these beautiful ponds with little fountains out of them. And I said to Mary, I called her, I'm excited. This is typical me, running wide open. I have no fencing, I have no animals, but I said, Mary, we ought to find out about if we would be able to put a pond on there. What do you think? I mean, what about a pond? She says,
can we clean it up?
Yeah, why don't you, now you give your response.
No, I'm just laughing. Somebody says, can we clean it up first? I don't even know what my response was.
She's like, well, maybe we ought to concentrate on getting some fencing. But I would love to. And I talked to Jay about it. Yes, I think we could get a zebra. I did see somebody ask about the Argo. We, as a family, just took the Argo for a ride Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, yeah.
Wednesday night. So it's doing good. Absolutely. I have an overall vision. Now I have to work on, I keep changing my mind, where I want their shelter. I know I want the shelter up closer to where the water and power is going to be, but I don't want it to block the views either. So, and the other side of that is I want Mary and Jaden, or if I have help or we're away for the weekend, I want somebody to be able to come in and feed them if they don't want to go in with the cows, then I want to have that set up. So through a series of gates, or I know they make a fence hay feeder that basically it becomes part of the fence. But then I thought of that. That'd be perfect. Just throw the bales over the fence and they're in a thing. But then how do I want to provide cover over the hay so it don't get wet in the event of rain or snow. So that's what I got. All right, so now I got the fencing not underway, but I have that rolling. Now I got to figure out shelter and just them kinds of things. Now and I'm thinking about it constantly, and I keep changing my mind. Yes, Pam, I did start putting diagram on paper. Yep, I did. Yeah, I feel bad for Barnadette too. She's a sick little girl.
So we definitely, I would say we're quite a bit closer this week than we were last week. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I feel good. I feel glad of having I think if you think of where we were a month ago to where we are now, we have a plan for fence, and we got a fence guy that we can buy materials from. And when I talked about the material, I quoted for a 16-foot gate, an 8-foot gate, and a 4-foot gate just to get started. So, being that we got a guy that's fairly close, that we like, I can't go out and buy it all at one time, but now I'm going to have a contact with that. We made a contact with a bovine vet that we love, and I do feel like things are, and there's things in the work, guys, that I don't want to talk about yet, but there are things in the works, and you guys are going to be pretty excited, I think, once we start talking about that, and maybe by next week we'll be ready to share that. So don't bail on us yet. Don't bail on us yet. There's cool things happening.
When it gets super hot there, can you work outdoors all day in the summer?
Jennifer, some days, yes. You just drink a lot of water. And if you're referring to like the cows, I did a little bit of research on cows, like their temperature, where they shouldn't be out in the sun. It's 105 degrees. They have trouble like cooling themselves, I guess, when it's 105. And that comes to the pond too, right? Because they can walk in a pond if they have one, if they're hot. But you can also spray them with a hose. But quite honestly, we do not get a lot of 105-degree days here in PA.
And is them out in the out in the
so,
sun?
Again, I want to have a some kind of structure that they can get under. Water is wicked important. I agree 1,000%. And that is one of the things I will be working on. I want them close to water. I want them to have triple the amount of water that they can go through in a day's time. I'm planning on keeping it clean and fresh. That was one of the reasons that I went over and fixed the plumbing over at Lake Road so we could turn the water on. It's all starting to make sense, right? Like little steps. 105 is hot. Like I said, we don't really see it. But if you think about like Lake Road, eventually they're going to have the trees they can be under. We're going to have water for them, and maybe Mary will let me put a pond in.
Yes, what's that?
No.
Country Girl in PA was asking about racing. If we race on dirt or something.
Yes, we race on dirt. We may try a little bit of the pavement stuff this year, but we do race primarily on dirt. Yes.
Would Cinco play with an automatic water?
I've studied them. I found one I'm interested in trying. Here's the thing, though. Being that nobody's there full time, what if they do get in there, play with it, and break it off? And now that's running off of Jay's well. I don't want to burn up a well pump either on him. So I don't know. I'm not, again, never say never, but my goal is to have a couple of the big, 50 or 100 gallon. Remember, guys, we're going to start out with 2 cows. So I know what the 3 cows went through a day when it was hot. So having 100 gallons of water there is going to be plenty. The automatic thing worries me. Just if we were there full time and constantly out doing farm things, and the water's running, then that would be one thing. But if Cinco gets in there playing around with it, gets its horn caught on it, breaks it off, because a lot of the things you guys are talking about are plastic, and breaks it off, and it's just dumping water out. Like I said, it's on a well, so it could potentially burn a well pump up, and I don't want to make that phone call.
Okay, somebody was asking if you know somebody with racing, but it's way up there. And Carrie said, dirt is for racing, asphalt's for getting there.
Right.
I have to agree with her 1,000%.
I'm a dirt track fan.
Can I go back to what Michelle? I'm pretty sure it was Michelle you asked. What does my family think of all this?
What do they think of all this?
Well, number one, they still don't know about this YouTube channel.
Angie does.
No, not really.
Your sister.
Rhonda, Alexis does.
Yeah. She's the one that scares me the most.
Oh, stop it. I think the thing is, which I understand, I cannot fault them for this at all, because they think that in order for our marriage to work, that I'm just having to hop on whatever Jeff's dreams are. And if I was an outsider, if I took a step back and looked at it, wouldn't you probably think the same thing?
Yeah.
But like, she's the one that sent you the, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I'm gonna say Crandall, but that ain't
No,
it.
she sent us books. I think they're starting to realize it, but like this, guys, this really honestly was never in a million years my dream. However, I'm just as excited about it. Like I said, like who would have thought I'd be taking pictures of a bull's balls, or I take a personal day to take him to the vet, or you know, like I really do love Cinco, and I love our goats, but I haven't been able to spend like a lot of one-on-one time with our goats because when we go over there, there's usually it's usually just a lot. So yeah, I'm glad we have Mama too. Mama is very, very sweet. And yeah, I think over time they're going to figure out that this is just kind of my own person.
Yep.
I'll be on, like, I think we've kind of gotten away over the last little bit of like, I feel like I've gotten away from kind of being my own person, kind of like, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on
Hi,
it.
Debbie. So I seen somebody asking about, has Cinco been around donkeys? Yes. There is a possibility in a little bit of time that we may purchase Elliot. But I got to find out if Ellie, there's things there, right?
So from what I studied, from what I've researched, is like donkeys really have to be in pairs because donkeys are considered equine.
Right.
And donkeys will never get into a deep REM sleep unless there is another donkey with them. So it wouldn't necessarily be the interaction between Cinco and a donkey. It would just be, would it be in a donkey's best health, I would say. So that's something we've got to.
Does that mean that we can get Elliot and firemen can come over and visit? I don't know. That's all stuff. And here again, guys, I am not ready for that yet. My first goal, and I keep saying this, is Cinco and our 4 goats and whatever friend we come up with for Cinco. That's our first 6 animals or whatever that got to be on the farm. That's it. Then once we get that established and, get our system set up, because I was even thinking today, wherever we set our shelter up, and because I want a tack room or a place, then I was thinking, well, I want that near the road so I can just drive a truck up there, because we're not going to have a piece of equipment or whatever to move all this stuff right in the beginning. So I want to make it easy on us that we can drive a truck up there, we can unload. We're not going to have to buy 100 bales at a time, but in the wintertime, you want to stock up a little bit, because if we're going to keep using the orchard grass, like second cutting, you kind of got to stock up on it because it's gone. And in the wintertime is when you really need it.
And this is when you're talking foreign language. You might be talking.
Right.
So it's been, it's kind of exciting.
It's progressing.
It really, really is. And
yeah.
And we are gonna have, especially because when we drove by there, we are gonna have cameras so that we can see. Like if you all don't know, we are gonna have a camper there. And honestly, I think it'd be best not to get in a specific routine of when we stay there, because I don't really want anybody to know a specific routine. But like we're gonna stay there. Somebody's gonna visit them probably twice a day.
At least.
But we're gonna have cameras. So we are going to be able to keep an eye on them. What are some of my interests and hobbies? That's my problem. I really need to. Like my big thing, honestly, is Heather. Yes, for life. As crazy as I do love working out, and I do love exercising. And like right now, I feel like total and utter crap. And I think I need to be a better example to Jaden. So need to get there. A happy Mother's Day to everybody too.
So I seen somebody asked if I seen about Barnadette. Yes, I have been following that. Feel bad for all of them. That's sad. You speak of Mother's Day. I mean, Barnadette's a pretty good example of that. She's all but unaliving herself to keep her babies alive. So hopefully she rebounds here and gets strong. But yeah, we're absolutely following that for sure. Yes, happy Mother's Day, everybody.
See, I like to read. I need to get back into reading. I've gotten into the really bad habit, if I have downtime, is scrolling on my phone. And I really never learned anything of any like that valuable, just scrolling on my phone. So I would like to start reading, but I'm like, this is like, hope y'all don't think I'm psychotic after this. I either love like somebody's getting murdered or somebody's falling in love, and there's not a lot of middle in, right? I love true crime.
I have a question.
And I love the Hallmark Channel, and I know the Hallmark Channel is stupid, and I know you know it's stupid, but those are my two things.
I absolutely did watch Lester's noon video. I did see it. Yes, I agree. It's sad. It does break my heart. Prayers for Barnadette for sure. Listen. I want to know how many of you ladies out there enjoy the Hallmark Channel.
It's dumb, I know.
It's so dumb.
It is so dumb. I get it.
Dumb.
I understand, but sometimes I just need. I think my thing is, and I don't know if you all have ever. Hi, I got a twin. And I know this is crazy, but
Ramson on Netflix.
now I'll have to see that. Is I think because especially if like you have any anxiety or whatever, which I struggle with.
I am way out.
Is that a lot of times you like to watch shows that you kind of know how it's going to end.
All right, right there. You said they're Christmas movies, right? Now, I love you ladies, but I'm going to teach you something. All right? You take the Christmas movie. And so it's funny because you know them little lights?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had it. I call them Hallmark lights because every Hallmark movie has them.
I love them.
So if you take the Christmas movie, which I can already tell you what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take that same exact clip and now move it to Valentine's Day. Take away the snow. It's the same thing over and over and over.
Two unsuspecting people fall in love, and then towards the end, it's not going to work out.
Oh, there's drama.
It works out, and so it's just a happy ending. It's not exactly.
I'm hiding my ears.
Yes, mindless TV is a must. Because, okay, honestly, guys, sorry, I'm just going to say it.
Sorry.
It's called Romance, Jeff.
Well, that's why it seems so weird.
Tell the conversation we had about adulting.
What?
When you're talking about how proud you are an adult and
because
how exhausting it is.
I said, this being an adult's exhausting. And Mary's like, yeah, I've done it for the last 15 years for 2. I'm like, ooh, you need a break, girl.
So that's why I think we like to watch mindless things.
Right. Yeah, what if for sure.
Sometimes you just need a happy movie. I don't know, they are dumb, but my husband watches a Hallmark movie with her. Or somebody has to die. I mean, like, those are my two. True crime, I don't really. Yeah,
I missed that one. It was long.
Mindless TV. I just sometimes.
So here's the thing. I like reality TV. I like Survivor. I love that. I love Naked and Afraid. Can you imagine?
No.
Oh, what kind of movies?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll cover up right now with a blanket that says, "This is my Hallmark." Look at Tracy.
Tracy, I got the matching mug.
Amazing Grace, yes.
And I think one of the reasons, because you don't watch like TV unless it's YouTube, I think a lot of it, no, it's crazy, but a lot of it goes like with my anxiety. Like I'm like on like round 3 of Grey's Anatomy, just because I know it's going to happen and I don't have to be stressed about it. Like I know it's going to happen. Oh my God, we'd be epic on The Amazing Race. Lord have mercy.
Oh, Swamp People, yes.
You'd have a heart attack on The Amazing Race.
Oh yeah. The Swamp People, that's what I fell asleep to last night. Yes.
Yes, Hulu and Netflix crime drama. My mama was the same way. We always said she loved black and white books or black and red books.
Thank you, Robin.
Guys, we still have not seen The Notebook. Isn't Grey's awesome? I love it. And the episode where George dies is still like the most heartbreaking scene ever. It is. It just is. What?
How about ER? I like ER. Storage Wars. Yep. CSI, Chicago Med. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I like them. Absolutely.
So Grey's Anatomy is not really that totally different. I know. See, Wanda cries every time about George too.
Wanda, do you watch the Hallmark Channel?
No, that's just really sad. You would cry if you were watching Grey's Anatomy.
I want you guys to watch a movie, and I had Mary watch it. and I said, "You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry." I cried, and it was called "What Dreams May Come," and it's by Robin Williams. If you guys get a chance and can find that, go watch it. It's an amazing movie.
Oh, I can't have 2 hours on Sunday to watch rom-com because we're going to be.
NCIS, I love that one. Chicago Fire. Why do I like Chicago
I
Fire?
don't know why.
Never mind.
Some chick?
No.
Some chick.
Yeah, you seen What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams? Yes. That one's a tearjerker, right?
Thank you for wishing Jaden good luck at the races. This is
Yes.
just kind of shaking the cobwebs off.
Yeah.
Would you prefer that I watch the Hallmark Channel or the Real
Oh,
Housewives?
the Hallmark Channel. You were hooked on that Real Housewives
For a
thing.
while.
That was
Then it got stupid, and then it just kept getting crazy. And then when you race quarter midgets, you kind of have the Real Housewife or the real parents
Oh.
of quarter midgets because you got your own insanity.
Law and Order is probably one of my favorite.
Do, do, do.
Yeah.
I have to listen to the 7-Eleven getting ready.
Yes. I do find myself on YouTube a lot more than I ever have. I thought this is our own channel. I don't know what was that?
I don't know.
Jersey Jeff, what if your life's called? You need your own channel. If you are growing, then all is okay. But if you aren't growing in the numbers, and try it on your own. I don't know what that means.
That means ditch me, I think.
Oh. I can't. She's the other half.
We're the fan. I mean, if people don't like, it's kind of one of those kind of things of like, it's just who we are. It's about our family. It's about our journey. And
it's called What Dreams May Come. I don't know. It may be on YouTube. It's an old movie. Not old like in the 60s, but it was probably in the 90s. But if you get a chance, look it up. Yeah. I got, when I went to visit him, I got convinced to switch to YouTube as well. I was very resistant to it. I never thought I'd have a chance. I didn't think I'd be doing this. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Cheryl got it. He does have me hooked on videos. Yes, he does. That's actually Jaden upstairs jumping around. Yes. Deborah, I seen that Indy is starting practice. Yes.
How'd you call a lot of them old?
So we will probably come up with some kind of videos or something with Jaden's racing on Sunday. What?
How'd you call everybody old? Somebody
didn't.
said you just called them old.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, go back.
I didn't call everybody old.
Go back one more.
Hey, watch, I was born in the 60s.
What? You just called a lot of us old.
No, I didn't. Well, if I did, I didn't mean it.
Jaden does not have an Xbox.
Oh, God, that's the last thing he needs is another electronic. Oh. Tracy, thank you so much. I take that as a huge compliment. We appreciate that. And absolutely, Lester and Jay helped me. It wouldn't be for them too. We would not be here. Absolutely. And I know it. That's why when people want to come on here and talk about things going on their channel, I feel privileged. Because, why wouldn't I want to talk about that?
Everybody says you did call them old.
I didn't call nobody old. No, nobody. No, I was saying that the movie. Oh, the movie. The movie's not. I said it's not. Never mind.
Yes, Kathy, we can see you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we see you. Yes.
Yes, I did get the diamond art. I just need to we need to have a place to do it. Because right now I have no place to do it without picking it up every single time. So we are
Yes, Jaden's Oculus is a VR thingy. I don't get it.
It's fun.
See, 69, you're young.
Only
The stalls look amazing.
we remember telling we bought an Atari not too long
I would
ago.
love to bring up the Atari. I think between Chuck Whalen and Tex, there was a I don't know.
Natural thing.
Yeah, it was a natural thing.
Please keep
I'm sorry, guys. That's not what I meant. Hey, my birthday's in September. I didn't call anybody old. I'm old.
You're not old. You're only as old as you feel.
Hey, hello, welcome. And is your name Anna then? I wonder.
Oh, you're saying
Oh, that movie. I know. I said it's not that old. Like it's not from way back. No. We're just going to quit talking. I don't know. I don't know about. I want to say Chuck wasn't involved, but that's just the Uncle Jeff in me.
September 12th is his birthday.
Yes.
September 4th. There was September babies on here.
Yeah. September 4th. So we're going to throw a big, let's just have a month-long September, month-long birthday celebration. That's kind of what I like anyhow.
Somebody said that, sorry guys, that supers cannot be sent on your channel.
Oh.
We'll check it out.
We'll check it out. I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm gonna put it so you can see. Oops. There we go. There we are.
September 12th, huh? The 4th of July. That's a party.
They have fireworks for your birthday every year. It's awesome. Oh. Yeah, Chuck's not the trouble.
No. Wow, there are a lot of September birthdays. Yeah, I don't know, Leah. That's not my, I don't know. But what I do say is I trust whatever Lester decides to do. I know, guys. I need some idea. I want to send him something, but I don't know what to send him. I need some ideas. I thought of that last night.
What you gonna do for Mother's Day?
Uh,
What you gonna do for Mother's Day? I don't expect anything. I just want to spend the day with you and Jaden, having fun at the races.
Yeah, right.
Keep your cool. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna mess that up.
Don't forget you're changing gears.
No,
you made that promise.
No, I said you'd teach me. You haven't taught me.
A gift card to
Poncho.
Poncho.
That's perfect.
I did see, yeah. Mary, you looked wiped out. You tired? You are tired. You said you were tired.
I'm kind of tired. It was crazy.
More cheese strings.
It was a crazy week at work. It was nutso. I haven't been sleeping great.
Oh, man. She's good.
Yep, we're good.
It's Friday, you know.
I know. Pink pasties.
Pink pasties?
Tomorrow is as crazy as it is. Like, Jaden wants me.
Send him a mannequin.
Jeff wants me to go to the race. Jaden wants me to go to the races with him. And ladies, have you ever just needed like alone time or just time to yourself? That's kind of where I am. So they're going to go to the races.
There is no scoop, buddy. We're just, Jay's on. We're just hanging out, talking about the weekend and
hanging in the garage.
Hanging out in the garage.
And I'm sitting on the stool you fell off of, so I'm praying every time I move it doesn't fall.
And I would like everybody to realize and look around that because Knucklehead hasn't been in here, oh, that's a good idea.
Well, finish your story.
That it's so organized in here. I can function. I can move around. I know where all my stuff's at. So,
hey,
yes.
Jay, we were talking about the drive-up window for muffins from Cinco.
Yeah. Yep. We definitely have to have a window.
I enjoy listening to the Grand Ole Opry, Marsha.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Good night. Good night. Is it clear, buddy, or are you being funny? Because somebody said we were grainy. It's clear. It looks clear to me, but let me know if you're being funny or if it's awful.
If it's really bad signal.
Because I am connected to the Wi-Fi.
Maybe you time to let us know. I'll make sure tomorrow. Or Sunday. I promise.
It's clear. Okay.
So who's being serious?
Yeah, you know what I think I'm going to do down here?
What?
You know, through that secret thing, the fuzz box we put in the wall.
Mhm.
Jeff has Starlink. Oh no. Clear. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a wire down here.
That would work. That would work.
Yeah.
That
I
would be
mean, I don't know what to
great.
hook it to.
Oh yeah.
We could get an Orby or a Zorby or a Schnorby or whatever he calls them. And Sink goes nuts.
Oh yes. To back out of chat and hit the gear option.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Guys, I'm terrible.
I know, Jay, you're really good at this technical stuff.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Cheryl. Connection's clear.
What
Okay.
is he doing upstairs? Lord have mercy.
Well, you know what they said. He's getting ready to go.
Stop.
Don't go through the vent. Be quiet, knucklehead. That was a good plan. Oh, man. You guys are hysterical. Very clear. Good, good, good. A dead frog? You know what I could send him? I could send him a fake snake, but that's not funny.
No, that's not.
Because if that would happen to me, I'd be mad. I don't like snakes.
Y'all are nuts.
We did put the TV up. That was a while ago. Or do you mean down
No,
here?
she's gonna put us on the TV.
Oh.
Oh, do you have any babies on the?
Man, they ought to soon be out of having babies, not? Paybacks, yeah. Yeah, I ain't playing no jokes with snakes.
Oh, come on.
No. I don't like them either.
Yeah, she's gonna watch us on the TV.
Watch this on the TV.
That's what she was saying.
Got it.
Oh, don't hear.
Yeah, right? Good point. I won't say it.
Yeah, we'd never. Yeah. No, because paybacks are a.
Yeah. I'm not going to do the snake thing. It's not funny. Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah. Well, probably won't go live for the races just because they're very, very short.
No, but maybe what we can do is maybe we can go live when we're there and everybody's set up. Let Jaden say thanks to everybody,
Yeah.
saying good luck, and then maybe do video through the day, and we'll see how the first day. I think we're only going to take 2 cars.
That's doable.
Yeah, so I want it to be a calm day. I want us to enjoy. I'm gonna be 100% upfront with you guys about our race day. Quite honestly, and then we're gonna let you go. We had you guys for a long time. So racing, I always took it probably way too serious. And when I look back on where Jaden was as a rookie, I really wish I could have the reset button and do a do-over, because I don't think I was fair to him. I'm just being honest. I think of some of where we're at with his racing right now is he's seeing me now as a father figure. Quite honestly, guys, there's times when I acted like an ass. It's the truth. And he was so little. I'm just admitting it. I wish I could go back to them days and do them all over. And quite honestly, that's why I really enjoy helping the rookies. Because when I see that dad, he's the guy I want to pull to the side and say, hey, I was in your shoes. I know exactly how you feel. Because racing was everything to me. And I feel like I gave my racing up so he could do his. Because, it's expensive. I couldn't do it all.
But he was only 5 at the time.
And
so he didn't get the
with
same.
his little beginning of the start of his life and stuff, which that can be another discussion. But I always felt like he was about 18 months behind other kids, just socially. And so quite honestly, I shouldn't have started him. I should have waited till he was 6 and not 5. And
I think you expected, because racing was second nature to you. You just
Yes,
didn't understand why he couldn't get in a car and drive it.
Right.
Just drive it.
And when I was racing, I started when I was like 15. I started later in life. So I've never, and she tried to tell me, he doesn't even, like, little things like, you go out there, they put paper numbers on your car, which you guys will see Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though his car number's 21, we put paper numbers on because that's where they would start in each race. Well, you go out there, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, your nose to tail. Like, how hard is that, right? You thinking. But when you're 4 and 5 years old, it's a whole, and then you go double file and it just.
Well, and it was like they would say, we're talking 5-year-olds. Like if you're an odd number, you're on the inside. If you're an
Right.
even number, you're on the outside. And like they don't even know what odds and evens are. So I'm a true believer that you need to have somebody that's familiar with racing being the rookie director, and somebody that's familiar with child development. So yeah, but I think now all we can do is just pick up now and
Right. I
make
seen
it fun.
somebody ask if Jaden enjoys it. I've had many conversations with him about that. And I told him I don't want him to do this for me. I want him to do it because he wants to do it. And I think the last 2 years is doing it because he wants to. You know, when you're 4 or 5, you bring a race car home, you tell the kid that's what you're doing. Like they don't, you know. But I've told him, I said, we'll sell all this racing stuff. We'll get 4-wheelers and we'll just go up to the mountains and we'll camp. And he says, no, I want to race. So I really feel like he's coming into his own. Are we going to sell our house and move to North Carolina and become the next NASCAR star? Absolutely not. But he is enjoying it. And the first couple years of it, he was more about his buddies and playing. And I'm like, pay attention. You know, I just
Well, and part of it was too is Jaden is Mr. He wants people to like him. And so like he
Yes.
would never pass because he says, well, what happens if I wreck him and then their parents get mad at you? Or he just wouldn't pass friends because he didn't want them to get mad at him. And then he got the turning point was one night he came off the track and yelled at you for giving him a crappy car.
Yeah, that was funny.
And he was kind of a brat, but it was funny because it was the first time we ever saw like spark in his belly, like I want to do
Yes.
this. And so
I raced for
Tim?
from like 88 to, you know, there's some years off in there, but 88 I started with go-karts. And what?
Sorry, my son's first race, he did one lap, hit the hay bales, peed himself, and went and raced after that. Finally, one day, he just decided he wanted to win.
Nice.
See, they understand.
So I did race for, I don't know, from like 88 with go-karts and then moved up to sprint cars. And then I got sprint cars I couldn't afford anymore, so we went back down to the micro sprints. I would say off and on from 88 to like 2012. So
Yeah, probably. So we're getting there.
well, thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that.
We're so well. I wasn't saying it earlier. We're really blessed to have him.
No, but I mean,
He is a good kid.
He is-
has a good heart. He is wonderful.
he is a good kid.
Except when he's being sassy pants to me.
That's because he's going through puberty.
Don't. He does love he does, but we're really having to work on like because like in martial arts, he like the other day I'm like, did you work hard? He's like, no, I talked. And so I'm like, I'm not gonna be mad at you for talking, but your results when you spar are going to be as a result.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, oh God. As your results, you know, it's just natural consequences. You don't practice, you're not gonna do well. And
Right.
so that's hard for me because I want him to do good, but then also we need to let him kind of fall and realize that's hard though, but that's how they
Yeah.
learn.
I like the idea of the pink car and what was written on it. I never raced at Dorney Park. I was never there. Nope.
Oh, Kathy, puberty only gets worse. Oh no.
You love watching NASCAR. Crystal, who's your driver? I was a Mark Martin fan. Yes, Joey Logano absolutely raced quarter midgets in Connecticut. Yes. And he still has ties up there to this day with quarter midget stuff.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know you raced quarter. I didn't know they did that at Dorney. Okay.
That's awesome.
That is pretty
Kinda
cool. Dale Earnhardt.
And Earnhardt Jr. Oh no. They lost one of their local racers. Dorothy did.
Oh, wow.
That's the last little bit. I think my thing is I think the cars are getting faster and the safety equipment is getting good, but not keeping up with how fast the cars go.
So I think Bowman Gray, I want to go down there. I want to go down there and see that. Mainly for the fights. But I think what's going on with racing, you know, you hear about a lot of drivers getting hurt. I think drivers always got hurt, but social media is so big now that it just, if something happens in California tonight, we hear about it here tomorrow, you know. They want you to put your happy
I put my
face.
happy face on.
Chase Elliott. I like Kyle Larson. I love Bill Elliott. I'm not, yeah. I'm a Ford guy, but none of the Ford guys except for the guy in the Woods Brothers, which he just won a race. But I can't think of his name at the moment. I got a block.
Huh.
I like Kyle Larson, absolutely. Sorry.
One of the first surges of testosterone is the worst. Oh man, it's just so. I think it's just so
Carson
uncharacteristic.
Hocevar.
Just so uncharacteristic of him. Lord have mercy. Turn your notifications off, boy.
I will.
Driving me nuts.
I like Bobby Labonte out of Corpus Christi, Texas.
Red roses for Lester.
Red roses.
Let me just tell you, if Lester gets red roses,
Keep your ears
we
pretty.
could have some problems.
You know, because I was such a Ford guy, I hate to admit this, I hated Dale Earnhardt with a passion. I shouldn't even say that until he won Daytona. And I seen all them guys line up just to high five. And at that point, Cinco. At that point, I seen how much respect he had. And I just, Tony Stewart, I love him now because of his, how can you like Joey Logano and Matt Kenseth? Don't you remember the crash? And I hated Toyotas too, guys. So when Matt Kenseth took out, Logano, even though Logano was in a Ford, I said I might be a Toyota fan now.
Hey Ricardo, how's your mama doing? Saw you on there. Oh.
First on race day, summer girl. I like Jimmy Johnson too, absolutely. I didn't used to like Rusty, but I do as he got older. Yeah, yep. I would take all them drivers we just talked about that are retired. I would take all them back over some of these new kids.
Yeah.
Wow, he took a truck. Wow.
Somebody's laughing at your Fords.
Ford, sorry, but.
Oh, Andretti's home to interview his sons.
Wow.
That is amazing. That is awesome.
You know that's close to us, right?
No.
Yeah, they were from Nazareth. Yep.
Guys, I had nothing to do with racing until the day that I met him. So a lot of this is foreign material to me.
Right.
So.
Well, guys, I feel like we've had you way too long.
I'm doing okay. She still has her battles of hurt today. We got a speech therapy. Good.
Oh, nice.
Good.
I like Dale Jarrett, too. I like him when he drove the UPS car, the big brown truck.
I have NASCAR parties every time the race is on.
Wow, that's cool.
Well, it is cool. Our NASCAR watching days ended when we started racing Blackbird because that's on Sunday.
Sundays. Yeah. Sorry.
What was that? Why did both things go off?
I don't know. Well, guys, like I said, I feel like we had you long enough. We're going to jump off of here. We appreciate you so much. What's this? I seen something about it. I will never like Ford. Almost died because of one, and I'm not even kidding. I'm still alive after 24 years. Oh, wow.
Okay, well, you have every right not to like Ford.
I don't like Fords anymore either. Go Chevy. Go bow tie. Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Crystal would love to come help her watch Jaden race.
Oh, Crystal, where are you from?
Yeah.
Wait to see where Crystal...
Talk to us, Crystal.
Get Lester. You know what I could do?
Hey, Shannon.
I got an idea. Would you help me with this?
I don't know.
Listen, this would be great. Because I know I'm pretty sure he's not watching. Get a mannequin and dress him up in bibs. And get a Jersey Jeff hat and send that off.
That would just be creepy.
No, it'd be... What do you guys think of that idea? Would it be creepy or would it be funny?
Oh, 8 hours. Crystal!
8 hours? Girl, you're going to have to wait till we get... You'll... What?
You read that?
No, what?
Jeff's the one that needs a spanking, but I have a feeling that he would like it. Oh, don't.
All right, guys. Creepy. Save your money. Okay, all right. Ooh, Jennifer Jenkins at Mustang.
Are you serious, Crystal?
What?
Well, be in touch. Email us. I'm serious. She's 8 hours away. Talk about Jaden's racing.
If you're going to come 8 hours, you should, I mean, you could do what you want,
Wait till we get her.
but wait till we get Lake Road set up and the camper and all that, you could just stay there.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I had you guys again long enough. We love you guys. We thank you so much for the support. Stay tuned. There's cool things coming, and
We love you.
we love you. And just remember,
What
what
if?
if? Good night, guys.